it's Sherri from A Quilting Life, and I'm here today with our June edition of our Brightly Sampler Sew Along. I know it's nearing the end of the month, so that means it's time to work on the Brightly Sampler Sew Along. This month we are making the Mosaic Squares blocks, and again I'm doing my sample quilt in red and green from our Raspberry Summer collection, but I'll show you the blocks in our sample quilt with the Laguna Sunrise fabrics. I'll give you all my tips and tricks, and then I've got a couple of fun things to share today also from Fat Quarter Shop, the June box and something else fun that they sent along for you to see. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, as I mentioned, we are making the Mosaic Squares blocks, and according to our schedule, we're making 2 this month and 2 next month. I actually did what I did last month, and I went ahead and made all 4. So we actually won't share a video on July 24th, but we will be back on August 28th to talk about the sashing and the finishing of the quilt. I will go ahead and just start out by showing you my blocks. I'm using all the reds and greens from our Raspberry Summer collection, and I really love how these turned out. The blocks are not all identical. You can see that this one has the large floral in it, this one doesn't, and the same thing with the greens. I just kind of mixed and matched and came up with combinations for all of my blocks. So I've got this one. I think they're going to be really fun set throughout the quilt. I did want to tell you that I did follow the pressing instructions exactly like we have them in the book. I did press, you'll notice that sometimes I press the seams that way, but sometimes I press them open. So if you follow the pressing instructions in the book, I feel like you're going to get the most flat placement. So I did that, and I was super, super happy with that. Okay, so my blocks are all done. So I've got these 4. I'm just going to flip through really quickly the other blocks in case there are people here who haven't, just new to this sew along and you want to go ahead and start. But I've got these with all the half square triangles. And I'm just so excited to lay this all out and set it together. And then I've got these chain blocks, and I just really tried to use pretty much 50-50 red and green for this. Okay, and this is my last set. And yeah, I'm excited to play around with my sashing and get this all set together. But again, these blocks, I guess if I were to give you any other tips for these, I did use the mini simple folded corners ruler on all of these. It made it super easy. I cut out all of my center squares, and I cut out all of my squares to use for the easy corners, and I used that ruler, and it went together really fast. I actually did time it. It took me about 20 minutes a block by doing it that way. So 80 minutes, and I had all 4 blocks done. I do want to show you these blocks in the quilt because I know some of you have the Laguna Sunrise kit, and I know you want to see how those blocks turned out in this actual quilt. Okay, so we've got one of them right here. And you can see for this, it really is more scrappy. I went totally scrappy on the centers, 4 different colors. Did the same thing here, scrappy centers, another 4 corners. So let's see, I've got one more right here. Again, just kind of a mix and match type thing going on. And then the last block all the way up here in the corner. So really fun and scrappy if you're using a regular collection like Laguna Sunrise, or even if you were using the full palette of Raspberry Summer, you could really do something like this. But I can't wait to see how this red and green quilt turns out. Okay, as I mentioned, I also have some things from Fat Quarter Shop to share. We can share the June Sew Sampler box. I'm super excited to let you see the contents. It's a good box as always. And I did not figure out what it was this month. Midsummer Magic. Probably some people would have, but I did not. The fabric collection is Tula Pink from Free Spirit, and it is just a gorgeous, gorgeous rainbow with purples and aquas, lighter aquas, blue, just a traditional Tula, very, very fun collection. There are some basics and blenders here too. And I love these colors. This blue is gorgeous. I think this is one of my favorite prints with the little stars, kind of like a solar system type vibe. And this coral is really pretty. Just a really, really fun mix of fabrics. Okay, and the collection is called Full Moon Forest 2. And it's 20 pieces. I believe it's 20 different pieces here for you. So, okay. Also included a creative grids, 3.5-inch square ruler. Love having these little squares. You can't go wrong. And I love that they have the diagonal lines so you can use them for trimming half square triangles down to size. This is a great one to put into your class or retreat kit so that you always have a little square ruler with you. These clips, I feel like they've included these before. They're magic clips, and they're similar to a Wonder clip, but they hold things tighter. They're a little bit stronger and stiffer. So again, I have used these before, and they are great to use. They also have markings on there for 1/4 inch and 1/2 inch. If you're sewing along with them, you can actually use them as a seam guide. So that's super helpful too with these. Thread to match the Tula Pink fabric. The next block in the flowering sew along, this is block number 3. And there is an exclusive pattern to use with the Tula Pink fabric with the owls. It's called Wise Guys. Such a cute name for that pattern. And I just want to look really quick. This is the little thing they give you with everything that's in there. I just wanted to see for sure 20 10-inch squares. Just wanted to confirm that for you. Okay, and then one more really fun thing that Fat Quarter Shop sent for me, and I'm super excited about this. This is the Sweet Snips box set, and it is a set of 3 pair of scissors. It comes in this beautiful box. It has a magnetic snap closure, and I've already pulled these all out. They are fantastic sizes. They are super sharp. The small ones have a little case to protect with the sharp edges, so you can put those in your sewing bag and they won't hurt anything. These large ones I feel like are my favorite. They are just super comfortable, super sharp, really beautiful. You can either store them in the case, or this insert is removable. I'm just going to pull it out, and so you can pull out the insert and you can use the magnetic box to store anything you would like. Really, I feel like a great value. I haven't actually decided. I'm probably going to not store them in the box. I'll probably use the box to store something else because I like to have my scissors in a container where I can grab them easily. But just a really great, fun product. They are always thinking of new notions, and these are the Sweet Snips, and we'll have those linked for you also. Okay, so that's it for this month's installment of the Brightly Sampler Sew Along. I hope you'll enjoy making your Mosaic Squares blocks. They are a lot of fun, and whether you're using a 2-color combination like I am, or just going completely scrappy as we did in our sample quilt, I know you'll have a lot of fun making those blocks. And again, pressing instructions are included in the book. And then also a great Sew Sampler box this month, and also love these Sweet Snips. We'll have everything linked in the description below. If you enjoyed today's video, please share it with a friend, hit the like button, and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Thanks so much for stopping by.